Mount Tambora is a stratovolcano-shaped volcano, located on the island of Sumbawa, Indonesia. Before it erupted in 1815, Tambora was a volcano that lay dormant for a very long time. In its long sleep, Tambora is an immeasurable blessing. At the foot of Tambora stood three kingdoms, namely Sanggar, Tambora and the Pekat kingdom. Fertile volcanic soil and clear springs flow from the top of the mountain, providing the living needs of all creatures on its slopes. The life of the three kingdoms at the foot of Tambora was very prosperous because of agriculture and spice plantations. A year before the eruption, Tambora actually showed volcanic activity in the form of small volcanic earthquakes. Until the end of March 1815, Tambora began to show more frequent volcanic activity. On the morning of April 5, 1815, a giant eruption occurred, followed by a thunderous explosion that could be heard as far away as Makassar, on Sulawesi, 240 miles away, Batavia, now Jakarta, on Java, 780 miles away, and Ternate in the Maluku Islands, 870 miles away. In this eruption, Tambora threw more than 1.5 million tons of volcanic ash as high as 141,000 feet or around 35 to 37 kilometers into the stratosphere. Coarse ash particles rained down on surrounding islands such as Java, Sulawesi, Maluku, and even Kalimantan. However, finer particles persist in the stratosphere even into the following year. Longitudinal winds scatter these fine particles around the globe, creating optical phenomena. The sulfur dioxide contained in the ash then mixes with water vapor in the stratosphere to form sulfuric acid. This sulfuric acid acts like a mirror that reflects sunlight back, making the Earth's temperature drop drastically and causing summer to disappear, replaced by extreme winter in Europe and America a year later. Floods, blizzards, crop failures everywhere, which have an impact on famine due to the loss of summer, or what is called a year without a summer. The Tambora eruption did not stop with the giant eruption on April 5. On April 10, a series of major eruptions occurred. At 6 o'clock, what was initially thought to be the sound of cannon fire was heard even as far away as Sumatra, more than 1,600 miles away. Tambora reached its most powerful eruption and was recorded as the largest eruption ever recorded in modern history, with a volcanic explosion index, VEI, reaching scale 7. The magnitude of the eruption even collapsed more than half of the mountain into the sea. It is estimated that 150 cubic kilometers of tracheandesite pyroclastic weighing around 10 billion tons was thrown out into the ocean on the north side, causing a tsunami. Waves with a height of 13 feet hit the coast of several islands in the Indonesian archipelago. Pumice rocks, measuring 8 to 10 inches, float like land in the middle of the ocean. Even the British ships Fairlie and James Sibbald reported that their ships were blocked by millions of rocks floating in the ocean and making it difficult for their ships to move. They estimated that the area of pumice rock facing them was almost 200 miles in the ocean west of Tambora. At 1900 hours, the eruption occurred again, followed by a hot whirlwind which flattened the area around the mountain. Two of the three kingdoms, namely the Pekat and Tambora kingdoms, which were at the foot of the mountain, were swept away, and it is estimated that the total area of land affected was 337 square miles. Around 21 to 2200 hours another powerful eruption occurred. Three columns rise and join. The entire mountain turned into a flowing mass of liquid fire towards the north and west sides, engulfing the kingdoms of Pekat and Tambora. After that, small eruptions continued to occur for up to 6 months. Finally, Mount Tambora was recorded as erupting again on a scale of 2 VEI in August 1819. The total number of direct victims from the Tambora eruption is estimated at 11,000 to 12,000 people. In a 2004 excavation in the Mount Tambora area, a group of archaeologists discovered cultural remains buried 3 meters beneath pyroclastic deposits from the 1815 eruption. Now Mount Tambora is sleeping again, but still has the status of an active volcano. The powerful eruption of Tambora in 1815 left a caldera measuring 6 to 7 kilometers, with a depth of up to 1.4 kilometers. Before the eruption, the height of Mount Tambora was 4,300 meters above sea level. Now only 2,851 meters above sea level remain. Enough to describe how powerful the Tambora eruption was 2 centuries ago.